Hello everybody, this is Monty with Flowers by the Bunch. Today we are going to work on an Easter design. Now this is a container that is a wooden cross container. It has actually the 3 wooden crosses, which is perfect for Easter. We have a sweet little lady named Miss Jean Bryant who brings us these containers. She hand builds them, and this is one that we use every Easter for our church. It does have a small wooden box in the front that she built. Now, of course, this wooden box is not waterproof. So we took just a small flower pot. And this is a flower pot that I actually picked up from my local dollar store. Their pots always have to, if you're going to use them as a flower pot, you have to drill the holes in the bottom. So they work beautifully for a liner for flowers because they hold water. So I am taking this little pot. I have taken 1 block of fresh floral foam and I soaked that and I taped it into the container, and then we filled the reservoir with fresh water. Now it's always important when you're working with fresh floral foam that you have a reservoir that will hold plenty of water, because your flowers just get terribly thirsty. And so it's important that you have plenty of water for those flowers. So we are going to start out with a little bit of greenery. So I'm going to start out with some leather leaf. I have got just regular leather leaf, and I'm going to move these flowers over here. I'm going to take my leather leaf, and we are just going to green out this container. Using my floral knife, I'm going to cut that stem at an angle, and I'm just pressing that greenery right down into that floral foam. Now sometimes your greenery will be broken. Just pop off any pieces that are broken. It's not hurting it at all. Just pop that right off. Tuck that right down into that foam. Now I am just covering the base. I just don't want my mechanics to show. So I don't want my foam to show, and I don't want that blue container to show. So I am just taking that greenery and tucking all the way around in my container and covering up that foam. All right, so there is my greened out foam, very simply greened out. Now if you don't have leather leaf, you can absolutely go out, say you're going to make this at home, go out and harvest your foliage. You do not have to use store-bought foliage, but leather leaf is fairly inexpensive, so that's why I like to use it as a base greenery. Next I'm going to come in with some eucalyptus. So I have 3 different varieties of eucalyptus I'm going to use today. I'm going to use a little bit of seeded eucalyptus. So often we will buy a mixed box of eucalyptus because I love all the different varieties. So this is seeded. I'm going to take it and break it in half. I'm going to tuck a little bit. Right down in that foam. And then this is a really big piece, so I'm probably not going to use it all. I'm just breaking smaller pieces off, tucking it all the way around. Okay, so there's our seeded eucalyptus. And then here is some parvifolia eucalyptus. I love the movement of the parvifolia. And so I'm just going to take a few smaller pieces of it and tuck that right into that foam. I love greenery. I think greenery is always so pretty, and it really elevates an arrangement, in my opinion. Okay. All right, we will finish with more greenery at the end after we have tucked our flowers in. Next, we're going to come in with some white hydrangeas as our base flower. So I have some pretty white hydrangeas. I'm going to take and remove my sleeves. So our hydrangeas come with these sleeves on them, and I like to leave them on because they just protect the flower itself. So I like to leave them on when I put them in my cooler. I'm going to grab some Quick Dip. Now, Quick Dip is a hydrating solution. It comes in a gallon. We just put it in a little jam jar. So it's a hydrating solution that helps to keep your hydrangeas, or all your flowers for that matter, hydrated. So I'm just taking it, I cut my stem at an angle. I'm just dipping it right into that Quick Dip. Now, you can use pickling alum as a dip. It helps to keep your hydrangeas hydrated. You can get that alum at your local grocery store, and it works just the same. Now, it comes in a powder, so you want to wet the stem after you cut it and just dip that hydrangea right down into that powder, and it helps. It helps to keep those hydrangeas hydrated. So I tucked those two white hydrangeas right into that container, into that floral foam. Next, I'm going to come in with some beautiful mums. These are just large white mums. I'm going to tuck these blooms in. I have two of those. Okay, there's our two beautiful white mums. Actually, I wonder if I want it a little lower, so I'm going to pull it. Cut that stem and tuck it in. Now let me tell you, it is better to cut a little bit off at a time when you're cutting your flowers. You can always cut more off the stem, but you can't add stem back to it. So if you cut it too short, it's just too short, okay? So you will always want to be careful when cutting the stems of your flowers so that you don't get them too short. Next, I'm going to come in with a little bit of larkspur. This is white larkspur. It has a little tint of color, but I think it works just fine for white. I'm going to take those stems. I'm going to cut that. I'm going to strip off some of those bottom blooms. And I'm just going to tuck that stem right in. Now, these are the buds of the lark. I love them. And so I always like to save them and just tuck them in. I love the fact that they give us some movement in our design and some whimsy. And they're just really sweet and pretty. And so I love larkspur just for that reason. Is I love the little buds that larkspur always has on it. It's a lot like Lizzie. Lizzie Antis always has those sweet little buds, and that's my favorite part of Lizzie. Other than it's just beautiful. Lizzie Antis is so pretty. All right, there's our larkspur kind of tucked in here and there. Next, we're going to come in with some roses. So we've got some really pretty white roses that we're going to use. Just really pretty. Now, I did wire these roses beforehand. Now, the reason I like to wire my roses, goodness, my nose is itching. Sorry about that. I like to wire my roses because when you're putting roses in fresh floral foam, they don't always stay as hydrated as they need to keep these heavy heads up. So I just took a piece of wire, I pierced it into the calyx, which is just the swollen part of the stem right up underneath the head. I pierced it and then I wrapped it right around that stem. Now that's just going to give some stability to that flower. Cut that stem at an angle and just tuck that right down into that fresh floral foam. right, so there's our beautiful white roses. To finish this design, we are going to use some white ranunculus. Now, ranunculus are absolutely beautiful flowers. Now, right now, they look really tiny and really small. Once they warm up, they open up a lot more. So I'm going to take my ranunculus. I'm going to move these lark over here. I'm going to take my ranunculus, and we're just going to have them kind of flow out of the design. I'm not going to put them too low or deep into my design. I'm going to let them kind of stick out a little bit because they give us such pretty movement. They're so pretty. I will say ranunculus have gotten to be right up there as my favorites in flowers. They're just so pretty and ruffly, and I love the fact that they give you a lot of movement in your design. Now, ranunculus come in lots of colors, not just white. They come in pinks, shades of pink actually. They come in a blush, in a hot pink, in a soft pink, lots of pinks. They come in reds and yellows and oranges, all the colors of the rainbow, honestly. And they're just so pretty. But there are our pretty white ranunculus all the way throughout our design. And to finish this design, I am going to add just another piece of eucalyptus. So this is called Spiral or Baby Blue Euc. I'm just going to add just a touch of this into the design. I just love, number one, I love the smell of eucalyptus, but I like its texture too. It gives us just a different texture, and it almost pulls the gray color of our cross into the design. And you can see I'm just breaking those stems. Now, when you think of the fragrance or the smell of eucalyptus, it's this variety that really puts off that eucalyptus smell. And it's very sticky. It has lots of sap, and so it's pretty sticky when you're working with it. But it's so pretty. I need one thing right there, and so I'm going to grab one more ranunculus. All right, and there is our finished design. The flowers that we used were the beautiful white hydrangeas, the large white mums, the white larkspur, white roses, and then white ranunculus. Our greenery included 3 different types of eucalyptus. I used a seeded, a parvifolia, and a spiral eucalyptus. And then our base greenery was that leather leaf. Guys, thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions about how we do things here at Flowers by the Bunch, you can always ask. We would love to answer your question. I hope you have an amazing Easter. If you would do me a great big favor, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that heart. Let us know you enjoyed the video. Ask any questions you might have, and be sure to subscribe to our channel. We'll see you all very soon. Thanks, guys.